You're not the only one. So do not give up. What are you giving up for? Why would you tell yourself that you need to give up in the first place? Do you not see how far you've come? And it's crazy because you got people around you who are so motivated by everything that you've accomplished. And just because you're not seeing the results that you want doesn't mean that things are not going to happen for you. You have to learn how to be patient. I think that's the hardest part when it comes to being able to tell yourself that everything is going to be okay. That sense of patience, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because it's almost like, say, for instance, you have a due date, right? Like the due date is supposed to be on the 5th, and right now it's the 1st. And you're telling yourself, is it going to happen? It has to happen. If it doesn't happen, what am I going to do? What if this happens? What if that happens? Like, oh my God, what is going to happen? Accept what God allows. I am a firm believer of that. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what happens in my life. I always tell myself, accept what God allows, because there's nothing else you can do, you know, besides keep the faith, besides be honest with yourself, and besides telling yourself that you know for a fact that it's going to happen. Stand still and know that He is God. That is the only thing you need to do in this season. Is it scary? Yeah. I mean, yeah, look at your situation right now. I get that. You're looking at everybody else winning. You're looking at everybody else post their numbers. You're looking at everybody else actually winning something in life, getting married, having kids. You know what I mean? Being everything that you want. But you have to learn how to be patient, and you have to learn how to appreciate the season that God has you in. So I understand you got a due date, you know, and I know that, most people, they tell themselves, like, if that doesn't work, then I got to try this. If that doesn't work, then I got to try this, or this got to do, or I don't know. What am I going to do? The one thing I learned about overthinking is overthinking comes from anxiety and fear. Okay. And so when you live in fear of tomorrow, then you'll never be able to appreciate today. When you have anxiety of the future, then you will never be able to prepare for it because you're so frustrated over something that hasn't even happened. And when I learned that, and I told myself, well, you know what? In this season, I am going to smile. In this season, I'm going to be fruitful. In this season, I'm going to trust God Almighty. Because what else can I honestly do in my season, right? You know? And I think that is the one thing that will help you during this season. So don't give up. What are you giving up for? What are you giving up for? You are almost there. You are. I know you don't like the results right now. I know you're not seeing anything right now. But if you give up, you'll never see it. You'll never see it. You'll never have it. And you deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve it all. Okay? But in order for you to receive it, you have to continue to work at it. So you got this due date, right? The due date is the 5th, but it's the 1st, and you trying to figure out what you're going to do in that time. You know what you're going to do? Pray and work. Pray and work. Pray and work. When you wake up in the morning, dear God, this is what I'm going through right now. Can you please put this in place for me? And even if He doesn't put it in place, even if you get a disapprove, you still work. There's something missing. Go over, why did I get disapproved? What do I have to fix here? Who else can I contact? But you don't give up. And I see a lot of people, they throw in the towel. And that's not what you're supposed to do. Don't you dare throw in the towel. Your Goliath is not as big as you think. And of course, we know that Goliath is like a symbolization of something giant, something big. But when you overthink, everything is big. The due date is big. You know, your circumstances, they're big. It's huge. It seems impossible to beat, to tear down. But when you stop overthinking and you just trust God and you just tell yourself, it's not as big as I thought, knocking it down doesn't seem as hard. So in order for you to really get there, like in order for you to really get there, you have to remember and you have to make sure that you tell yourself, I got this. Okay? Because you do. And everything is going to work out. Because God likes to work in ways where nobody else can get the credit but him. That's why you're going through it. He wants to show people that the reason as to why everything happened is because of him. Because it's always on day number 4, at the end of the day, where you'll get that email and it'll say, hi, we would like to schedule an interview with you. The end of the day, you go to the grocery store and you see that man and it's like, or you see that woman and it's like love at first sight, or, you know, maybe even like an old friend or whatever. And it's like, wow, You see, when God blesses you with something, he wants to let you know that it comes from him. That's why he likes to surprise. And that's what I love about him. Everything that he gives you, everything that you receive from him is a huge, gigantic surprise. You didn't know it was going to happen. You weren't expecting it. He doesn't like it when you're anxious because that means you're not trusting in him. You're so worried about the circumstances that you forgot what he's capable of doing. So when you decide to tell yourself, we're going to trust God over here, amazing things happen. So stop focusing on the due date and focus on all the rest of the days that you have, because you got time. You got more than enough time. You really, really do. Stop throwing in the towel so early. What you mean? Don't look at God like that, because he created you for a reason. You are here for a reason. So the circumstances that you are in is supposed to make you closer to him. So show him that you trust him by ignoring the due date and appreciating today's date and working in today's date. Stop throwing in the towel and let God show you that he has always been there through every single day, not just your due date. And so I hope this encourages you. I hope you get up out of that bed. I hope you wipe your eyes, tie your hair up, get yourself together, roll them shoulders back, and go and do what you were meant to do. Pray and work so that you don't even realize the due date anymore, because you decided to trust God's due date. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, you could definitely subscribe, as I say on all the videos, that if you do decide to follow me and comment below, I take the initiative to go to your page and I will follow you, because we're in it to win it together. We are a team. I believe in every account. It doesn't matter who you are. So definitely, if you decide to comment, I'm going directly to your page and I'm going to follow you. Alrighty. So again, thank you so much for joining and listening. And always remember, you are the light. Bye.